rap shit out like a lullaby. Hot hoes having fits coming right out with me, nigga. I could take you to a spot G. No dime, blow dubs, yeah, they over here. What had happened? What had happened? Happy Friday, Renegades. Oh, yes, it's me, QB. And honey, I'm back again, child, as I promised. Because, girl, is it murder and mukbangs or mukbangs and murder, child? What happened to the lips, girl? We going to talk about it, honey. We going to talk about it on today, girl. So, yeah. What's good, Renegades? Shout out to all the Renegades in the building, gang. Shout out to all the members. I see you. Shout out to the official Renegades moderator, Stephanie, for holding it down for us. And shout out to all my LGBTQIA plus individuals in the building, giving the very much. Yes. And a big shout out to the replay gang. Now, y'all make sure y'all like this video, please, and thank you. Don't do me.
Code 10! Code 10 is a junk clock! Get those chains off the doors! The enemy is here!
Yes. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Good afternoon, Renegades. Good afternoon. I hope you all are enjoying your Friday. It's the weekend, baby. So I know some of y'all girls gonna be smoking and drinking and eating good and trying to get your but that may just be me. Oh, wait, you spoke to shut up, QB. Shut up. Don't be ooh. But whatever you decide to do, I hope you enjoy because it's beautiful weather out. So yeah, honey, what it do, everybody? So yeah, before we get into the topic of discussion on today, and the link is pinned, so if anybody want to add on or give anything, or just want to speak on the subject at hand, you're more than welcome to come up and speak on it. But let's just say this first. All of this is allegedly, okay? Before I start this commentary, I just want everyone to know that this is all alleged. Everything is allegedly because no one has been charged of anything, well, per se, of what we know as finalized and, But yeah, so I just want to make it perfectly clear that everything is alleged around here, okay? Allegedly. Because we not no judge or juror. So yeah, girl, this just hearsay and gossip from what we know so far, okay? So let's not get it mistaken, honey. But I do want to also let the girls know that the tracker link is available for the girls that want to do some tracking of these beef sector streets. The tracker link is available. Now, I'm really considering coming back on a little bit later this evening, which I might. I'm more than likely will, because, girl, we got to get into some beef sector stuff, child. Because, girl, the girls been snatching wigs, honey. Okay? That when baby, the girls are snatching wigs, honey, and we ain't talking about $500 wig. Well, maybe we is talking about a $500 wig, child. Girl, the girls are snatching wigs, child. People is getting doxxed again. Girl, the doxing just the doxing just won't go away, girl. I don't care how old or new you is to this shit, bitch. The doxing just won't go away, Miss Thing Girl. So it's been a lot going on. So I'm more than likely Renegade is gonna come on again, so we can get into the beef sector best child as well. Cause I was like, oh, girl, the streets is hot. So yeah, honey. I hope to see y'all later again this evening, child, to get into the YouTube streets bullshit talk, okay? But first, honey, we're going to dive right on into mukbang and murder. What had happened to Llips, child, because this is sad news in the mukbang. Oh, and before I dive right on into it, I got the message from my boo. Thank y'all for let me know what had happened with my boo, and she was trying to get in contact with me. She was trying to call me, child. And child, she couldn't get a hold of me. Well, child, I was irritated yesterday. So yeah, I had turned my phone off for the whole day. Yeah, Renegade. Yes, I was irritated. That phone started ringing early, too early for me. And before I decided to throw it out, because I was going to throw it out the window, I was about ready to throw it out the window, just be done with it, crash it, crush it, do away with it, lost and found. But I didn't do that. I said, nah, I'm just going to turn it off. And I just went on here and turned that motherfucker off for the whole damn day. So that's why I didn't get any calls or anything. Messages and shit like that till today. But I talked to my boo and I had a chance to Kiki with her and stuff. So yeah. Thank you to anybody who was trying to reach out to me regarding the message from the babe. Yes. Cause girl, I was like, leave me alone. I get like that sometimes, honey. I be like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So yeah, everybody get caught in the crossfire, honey, when I get to leaving. When I get to saying, oh, no. And that's what I did. Baby, I turned that thing off. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this phone at all today. Good riddance. And yeah, I chill. I relax, child, without no mobile device. I was like, girl, yeah, fuck it. No, not today, bitch. Okay, baby, I think I was watching reruns of Judge Judy. Baby, I had caught up on some reruns of some Judge Judy. Girl, caught me a little Western. And it was all she wrote, honey. So yeah, that's what had happened. So that's another reason why I didn't come on yesterday too, because I was just like, girl, yeah, I don't want to even be bothered child today. So yeah, that's what it was giving Renegades. But I did talk to my boo today, so yeah, that's all squared away. And thank you, Steph, for renewing your membership, love. Gang, gang, come through, my love. And thank you as well, love. Go. Yes, thank you, Stephanie Boo. I appreciate you, love. Gang, gang, come through. Let me see who all up in the chat right quick before we get started, honey. Hey, Lena, Leanna. Hey, Boo. Hey, T. I see you, love. What's up, Sagittarius Queen? JLC in the building. Come through. Hey, Bush baby. Come through. Yes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's in the building. Come through. Hey, Lady Steph. How you doing, Boo? Gang, gang. Come through. Hey, T Hamp. Yes, it's very sad news, honey. Yes. Hey, Boo. Hey, number one caller. How are you, love? Gang, gang. Come through. What's up, my try for real? I see you, love. Hey, the Queen Reacts. Hey, Boo. Y'all need to get over there. Y'all be missing some good tea over there at the Queen Reacts. Y'all need to be subscribed to her channel, honey, because she got stuff in the archives too, girl. She got all nasty piece of archive. Y'all girls be sleeping on the girls that y'all should be tuning. See, girl, y'all be listening to these reruns, girl. If you want some real tea, y'all need to go over there and check out and subscribe to the Queen before you react. Because, girl, she be having the tea low-key, and y'all girls be sleep on it. I'm just saying. But hey, Boo, yes, I be catching the tea over there, honey. I be catching the tea, and y'all gotta catch it before she put it on, because she'll lock them boats back up. She'll open it for a little piece, and then she'll lock that shit right on back up, honey. Okay, you wouldn't even never thought that shit was there, bitch. Baby, it's gone in a glimpse of an eye. So y'all better not be missing out on that tea, honey, because baby, girl, yeah, I'm just saying. What's up, First Lady? Hey, Boo. Hey, my Moji. Hey, Boo. Thank you, love. I appreciate you, Boo. Go. Yes. Thank you, Moji Boo. I appreciate you, love. Gang, gang. Yes. Stephanie, if you can pull a link and drop it in the chat, you're more than welcome to, because they asked, can you drop the link in the chat? Yes. Yes. Y'all better get over there, honey, because she be out and then she be gaming and stuff. It be a lot going on over there, honey. So y'all need to get into a channel, okay? Yes, that'd be my little leisurely spot. I be chilling there, honey. Yes, leisurely. Okay, period. But girl, let's get on right into it, honey, before. And then, like I said, we're going to come back and get into some beef sector stuff, child, because it's been definitely a lot, girl. And I know y'all girls got something to say. And I do too. So, yeah, we're going to definitely get into that later tonight. But right now, we want to talk about Llips, honey. Oh, my gosh. Now, I ran across Llips a couple of times, like on TikTok. And my first, I'm gonna be honest, y'all know I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My first reaction was, what is this nigga doing with these damn? It be them nails for me. I can't. I don't know what it is, but and I know it's a way of I know it's a form of self-expression, and it's all part of people's own personal, identity and stuff, and style, and their own individuality. Okay, so it's still giving unique. But girl, when I first ran up on him the first few times, I was like, oh girl, who is this man with these nails on, just a smacking and smacking? I was like, oh my God, what is this? But I was, for some unknown reason, the times I would come across him on TikTok, I was intrigued to see what he was over there eating and stuff. Now, he was definitely eating a lot of soul food, okay? Baby, he was not cutting back on no calories, no pork, or none of the such thing, girl. He even, because I was, been looking around and watching some previous videos of his, so I found out that he said when they was younger, they raised hogs. So he said pig was always on the plate round there. So that's probably why, we seen him eating a lot of chitlins. I seen him eating pork snouts where he had and it was a whole snout too, honey. He had kept it together on the plate and held it up, and you could just see the pig's nose. I was like, ah. So yeah, he was definitely a pork eater. He was definitely a soul food eater. Child, he used to get it in around there, honey. Oh Lord, here we go. Now y'all see why I be turning this thing off. Oh! Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, thank y'all for holding. So yeah, girl, I was gagged at the pig snout, the whole pig snout that he was eating this thing, girl. And a lot of times you would see him with his partner. Now his partner's name is Production. That's what they call him, Production. But his real name is Cameron Hefner. Okay, real name Cameron Hefner, and Llips' real name is, I think, Bradley something. I forgot his last name. But I would see him and I'd be like, oh my God, what is this nigga eating over here with these nails on, smacking away and stuff? He'd be eating up some stuff, child, eating up some stuff. And so he was very popular in the mukbanging community. Like all the girls knew him, like the B-Loves and the Prissy P's and all that. Like he done rubbed elbows with all the girls, in the black side of the mukbang community. Okay. And so I would go, watch him here and there. It wasn't like I was a part of, because his peoples was called the Legion. His peoples are called the Legion. So I wasn't no Legion or nothing like that, but I would, periodically see him and stuff. And child, when I found out that he had passed away, I was just like so shocked. I was like, oh my. And they had said he had previously been in the hospital he had some type of heart attack, and then it was the issues with him not being able to walk at one point in time. And then they say he had a stroke. They say his husband production had a stroke as well. So, girl, it was a lot. It was a lot that was being unraveled because people was looking for him and was wondering where he was at. Where he was at, we ain't heard from. We ain't seen from. The last time people had heard from him was when he was telling them that he was going to, do the surgery to work out the things that was going on with his heart. And he was, excited to come back, refreshed, renewed, with a positive attitude and a new outlook on life. And then, honey, all of a sudden, we find out that he has been allegedly shot in the stomach, been sitting in the hospital for laying in the hospital for almost 6 days before he done passed away. So, child, I'm going to pull this up because he explains a little bit here why he was originally handicapped. He was handicapped for a moment. He wasn't totally disabled, but at some point he became disabled, and he was in a wheelchair, and they say his husband was helping him, and he had nurses and stuff coming in to help him and stuff. So this is him kind of explaining a little bit about what he was going through at that time regarding him becoming just out of the blue. He said just one day, the way he had explained it was, he said they had went to Disney World. They had drove to Disney World like 15 hours back. He said he noticed some type of lump or something on his back or something. He had child, oh my God, it was a lot. Because he had originally said before he had ended up going, I think it was before, I'm trying to remember, was it before or after the Disney trip? He said he had a whole accident in the freezer at his job where he had literally slipped on a piece of a little piece of ice, or probably a wet spot. I think the way he explained it, he had slipped on the wet spot and he was holding boxes, and he said his body twisted and he fell forward. So that already kind of put like an injury on him. He had already been injured. And he said he, didn't think nothing of it too much. He finally had got better. And then he said, child, they had went to Disney, came back, and then he said like maybe a week or so later, he tried to get up to go to work and got up out of the bed and just fell over, child. So that's when he originally experienced not being able to walk. But here he is telling us a little bit more in detail, like what that time was for him when he experienced that. Now he's gonna be smacking and stuff, child. So
the pain just seemed to get worse and worse. I had incontinence where I was having to use a catheter, like all that shut down. I was having to use a catheter to cath myself in order to, to pee. I couldn't even, things just wasn't working right, y'all. They just wasn't. When I stayed in the hospital twice, one time for like 3 weeks, and another time like 17 days, them just running tests, doing that, poking and prodding everywhere, trying to figure out what was wrong. Well, finally, they sent me to a bone specialist. A spine specialist, a spinal bone specialist. I don't forget what his exact title was. Dr. Cannon. That was his name, Dr. Cannon. And Dr. Cannon found out what was wrong with me. He did. So, I had probably from, sports and stuff, and in high school and different things and stuff. But anyway, I had vertebrae in my neck. I was pinching nerves. I get a lot of crooks still there right now today. I think this is called, the thoracic part. I had like 4 vertebrae in there that were bulging and degenerated. But then in my L4, L5, I had, of course, more vertebrae that were really damaged with the fall, where the vertebrae had the fall up made them slip kind of sort of out of place. But they were both degenerated. But these here were herniated. And that means where the fluid would be coming out of them, and it was pushing on the nerve that was causing me this weakness on my left side.
Oh, my Lord.
And then right there, which is your tailbone, my S1 cluster was crushed. Behind my S1 cluster, I had a linear tear there.
Oh,
you must know.
Yeah, linear tear there. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, child, say vertebrae was bulging and slipping.
My S1 cluster, I had a linear tear there that was so long. So once they truly found out everything that was wrong with me, y'all, on top of all I'm going through, I can't walk. I hadn't been able to sit on my feet in months by this time. And when they finally found out what was wrong with me and sent all the documents in, worked the comp was to deny my claims, y'all.
Oh! Wow.
And they did. And not only that, as soon as workman comp was to deny my claim, my job fired me. Hey, glory. They did. Oh, but God. Yes, sir. Oh, but God. Me and production were running through our savings. But once they fired me, they stopped paying me. They were paying me. Just like I was at work, through workman's comp. They stopped paying me. Production and I were running through our savings. We were running through our 401k. We were running through everything that we had done at that time, 10, 12 years? Everything we had done to build our life. And we had a young daughter who said we were about 2 years old. Yeah, it was a lot. But through the grace of God, we sued them. Hey, yes, we did.
Got that money.
We sued them. And got enough money to take care of us. I became disabled. Everything started to get better. I was determined, y'all, because my child was small. Because Toussaint was young. I was determined to get back up on my feet, y'all. So the doctor told me I would never walk on my own 2 feet, didn't he, baby? Yeah. He told me I would never walk on my own 2 feet again. That because they wanted me to have surgery, y'all, but the thing of it was they was telling me that the surgery may or may not give me any, make me be in any less pain. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do that for? I'm gonna let you cut in my back and there's no guarantee that it's gonna do anything. I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that, y'all. So they started me on physical therapy, occupational therapy, water therapy, everything you can think of. They started me on. And it took me about 10 months. But finally, I was able to get up out that wheelchair. Oh, dang it, I forgot. I got to go back, baby. During this process, I also, because I couldn't walk in this wheelchair, my husband was going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, this, that, and the third. The therapist and the nurses and stuff was still coming because, I couldn't use the restroom. So anyway, I had nurses, I had therapists, all these people come to the house, so I was covered. And so anyway, During the same time when I finally started making some progress to being able to get out of the wheelchair, y'all, where I could take my leg and and try to do something, push the wheelchair, this kind of thing, I caught this giant blood clot in my left leg, the one that was weak. It was 21 inches long. It was from my hip down to, toward my knee. 21 inches long.
Oh, wow. That's probably was due to the immobility. Oh, my God. Y'all hear this? 21 inches long blood clot on top of being like partially paralyzed. My God, today. Lord.
And I had another one that was like 1.5 inches long that was in my ankle. It was another one in my ankle. So y'all went through a lot. So back in the hospital I went. They were gonna do surgery on me and put nicks around the blood clots and stuff. Well, by the grace of God, they put me on this warfarin, like this high dose of warfarin. I stayed in the hospital 10, 11 days, and finally they got it to dissolve enough to where they said as long as you stay on blood thinners for the rest of your life, you don't have to worry about it breaking loose and traveling. So anyway, to make a long story short, y'all, that's what happened to me. That's the reason why you guys see me riding in carts, why you see people or production pushing me in wheelchairs. But by the grace of God, 10 months and all those therapies and different stuff, I was able to get back up on my feet, but on a walker. And I walked on a walker for 7, 8 months, maybe a little longer. And finally, I was able to, with the exercise, the bands and stuff with my legs and and all the therapy and stuff, I was able to transfer from a walk. I just thank God I was able to transfer from a walker over to a cane, which is where I am now, and I've been able to do so ever since. So he was able to walk with it. So I don't understand why a lot of people was saying, and that explains like more so what he was going through as far as his mobility. I don't understand why a lot of people was saying that it was as if his husband was still like having to like manually like pick him up and carry him and stuff like that when he clearly stated that he was able to start walking on a cane. But that explains for y'all what he was saying, how he was dealing with his immobility and how he had ended up getting into that type of state from the pinched vertebrae. What do you say? Vertebrae, the bulging, the blood clots. Like he was going through a lot. Oh my gosh. And then he said he lost his mom and dad. Then the job tried to not pay him. He had to sue them. Like, wow. Now his sister done came out because since his death, everybody was like, his people was wondering like, what's going on, where he at, what happened, where his Llips at. So his sister finally came out and spoke, and this is what she had to say. Hold on. Let me pull it up, child. Because, girl, I was like, oh, they had been looking for him. She said they had been looking for him for a while. They didn't even know where he was at. Hold on, let me pull it up. This the sister speaking. Oof. Hold on, right. Hold on. Let me remove this. And shout out to everybody in the building, gang. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying in the chat right quick before we listen. Let's see. You say it was a lot. QB, boots on the ground. Oh, thank you, number one caller. Thank you, boo. Hold on, I think I was too far up. Okay, you say you never heard that? What about him? All the stuff that he had been through medically? Oh yeah, it was a lot. Now here's the sister. Now since everybody was trying to find out where Llips was at, and they finally had put out that the husband had been arrested for allegedly shooting him. The sister came out to kind of dispel some rumors surrounding the situation. So here's what she had to say. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got it.
Got it on. My bad.
Sister. My name is Nikisha Jenkins. As you know, we lost our brother.
Can y'all hear
Everyone is
that?
asking for the family
I feel
to
like that's so
address the
low.
situation.
Hold on. Hold on. I feel like that's so low. Hold on. I'm going to wait. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. That sound low. I don't know why when it be screen sharing, it be sounding low as hell. Child, bye. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up on my thing, child. I'm gonna pull it up here. Okay.
I'm Bradley Lips' sister. My name is Nikisha Jenkins. As you know, we lost our brother. Everyone is asking for the family to address the situation. We are still grieving, but I'm here to clear some of the air because I do not like the rumors. I do not like the ad libs of what people think happened. No one was there, but I'm here for the family, and we will address what needs to be addressed until a trial is done.
Y'all know it's our anniversary.
And basically, they're just gonna wait until a trial is done. She was saying that she still love. Ooh, and some people was girl. Some people was not here for what she was saying about how she still had love for production and how she don't hate him and stuff like that. They're like, well, that's your brother. Like, shouldn't you feel some type of way? Like, what really happened? Like, and then she said they set up for like, she said he was in the hospital for 6 days and they did not know. They had no idea. Now the husband done been arrested, child. They done arrested him. Here go the mugshot. Girl, there was one surfacing. Okay, I don't know if this is old because they say he had multiple mugshot. But girl, they say he in Gwinnett County, child, being held with no bond, child. I said, ooh, girl, so they got him. Oh, and he hasn't talked. We don't know anything. Like really, you don't like. Only thing we know is that Lips was shot in the stomach allegedly, and his husband was arrested, and Lips set up in the hospital 6 days with no. Now I'm wondering, like, how could he have sat in the hospital for 6 days and no family was contacted? Like, was he not able to speak or something like that? Like, what caused him to not be able to communicate to them who his family was and who to reach out to let them know what had happened to him? Like, I'm kind of confused about that because the way she explained it, she said that they didn't know. She said her brother died alone. And I'm just like, oh, wow, really? Hold on, I think there's somebody backstage. Is this Kiki?
Your best friend.
Hey, Kiki, girl, what's tea, honey?
What's going on, QB?
Not much. You know anything about this? Did you know about Lips?
No, I don't watch the mukbang thing, but it's very sad. I heard about it.
Yeah, it is. It's really sad. They still don't know what's going on yet. They don't know if the husband actually would have killed, murdered
You think he
Lips
did?
or what. You say what?
You think he did?
Child. Ooh. It's a
QB, I
lot of
don't think
things
he
I'm
did
thinking.
that. I don't think he
You
did
know,
that.
ooh.
QB, I don't think he did.
You think it could have been in a fit of passion, like fighting, like tussling,
It was an
like
accident.
accidental?
Yeah, it was an accident.
You don't think it
You
was
feel
done
me?
on purpose? You think it
No, I
probably could
don't
have been
think he was
accidental?
like, yeah, I don't think he was like, I'm gonna kill him in his life. I no. I think he did it and was like, damn, I really killed him. Like that, because lives are fragile, right? We don't know how fragile
Mm-hmm.
lives is or are or whatever. And yeah, I think it was an accident, QB.
Wow. It just goes to show that domestic violence not only happens in heterosexual couples, but homosexual couples too. And that shit is real.
Yeah,
Like
we no
people don't
different.
believe that. They don't believe that. They didn't think just because it may be two men or two women, that's okay. And it's not.
Who told them that?
Child,
Who
some
taught
people,
them that love was different?
child, they be thinking that it's not the same when in reality it is.
You know, like I know, it's the same thing, child. Patient, it's patient,
Mhm.
and that's what
So you
happened.
thinking it may have been like accidental, like they probably who? Now they were saying that he wasn't even at that. It's so crazy because they had just celebrated their anniversary about a month ago.
QB,
Okay,
you know things happen, right? Like we not you and I, but I'm saying we be together, we be kicking it cool, and it's like nigga, what? And that dude went too far, and he didn't realize what he was doing.
that's what you think happened.
Yes. Hey
Mm.
y'all.
So what you up to, Kiki?
Nothing I like to hear you say, ooh.
What
You
did you
really
say?
say,
Got your clothes on, girl?
you got clothes on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, girl, we seen a little too much of your chest. Girl,
No, y'all don't see none of my chest.
oh,
QB say,
girl,
ooh.
girl, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up a minute. Girl,
No.
you ain't
Cause
classy enough, is you?
you and me both be doing our own thing. Like it's weird. We both went our separate
So you
ways.
don't
Like,
know nothing about the mukbanging community? You
I
don't be
know.
watching
What's
it?
her name? That's my moderator. What's her name? Uh, Psychology Eats.
You don't watch B Love and like Prissy P and like Cutie Eat back with
No, I don't watch
Cutie.
people eating. Child, be hungry.
Oh,
I'm a big girl. I like to eat. I'm not gonna watch you eat, baby. I want to join in.
you
What is
know,
there
Lips
something?
Lips ate a lot of soul food and stuff. They think that's could have been due to a lot of his health issues too, because he liked a lot of chitlins and pork snouts and pig feet and pickled this and every part of it all kind of he was over
Oh
there
my
eating
god, it
stuff.
take you to talk about it, but QB, I like pig feast too. Come on, stop.
Okay. I ain't never tried no pig feet. No man,
There
time
you
alive.
go. Oh, ooh, ah.
I ain't finna do them. No ma'am.
You don't like
Oh,
pickled pig feet?
hell no.
Uh,
The stench of them gags me. They be
I
sitting in
don't
that
think they
jar,
stink. They're
look
like
like a
real
science
feet.
experiment, sitting in a jar.
They
Ugh,
don't stink like
soaking.
real feet.
Ugh.
QB up
I
here
want
acting
y'all
like
just
the
gotta
pigs
pull
done
the
took out
nails
some
off
crops.
them.
The
Is
pigs
the
done took
hood
out
still
some
on
crops.
there? Is
Huh?
the hood still attached? What you gotta do? Peel the hooves off?
I think the hooves be on here.
Ah, no ma'am. You not eating that. You not
I
eating
don't
that.
know. Cause I ain't been around my mama in a while, so I ain't had none. But let me tell you something. If it's some ladies that cook soul food around here, I'm down for it. I'm
Oh,
down
well,
to eat
Liv
it.
definitely cooked a lot of soul food, and the people's is just so saddened by his sudden passing, and it's
So you
like, oh
knew
my
you
God,
knew his
what could have
person?
happened?
You knew him?
No, I had got just, I was watching him like periodically. So I seen him and I was intrigued by smacking and all the food he was eating and stuff like that in the meals. And he had a cute little song with for
QB.
subscribing and stuff. So it was like he was real energetic, was real up to beat and stuff. So I was
You was
into it at
intrigued.
times.
You was intrigued by smacking.
Yes, the smacking in the nails and stuff. I was like, "Oh, get it, girl, get it, girl, get it." Yeah,
Anyways, you going to see Beyonce? You going to the Cowboy Carter tour?
you know it. Period.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
you
Baby, I'm
going?
going
You
to
going?
Chicago for that. I'm gonna put my cowboy hat on and rah.
Yes, you going, Kiki?
I never, you know me. I don't like large crowds.
What?
Why you acting like you don't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did. That was my whole issue. Like in the beginning, like that I was afraid of large crowds.
What? Girl, you got to get out there then.
Well, let's do it. Like, let's do it. When is she coming to Chicago? Let me save my
She
money.
gonna be here in the next couple of weeks.
Oh,
I'm supposed to be going with my TT. Me and my TT going.
okay. Well, maybe I'll meet you. What seat you got your ticket already?
Yes, honey. You know I ain't gonna tell no girls my ticket on here, honey.
yeah.
They won't wreck my shit at the last minute.
You're right.
No, ma'am. They won't have that rodeo circus seat.
If it's not too much,
that chillin' circus seat, they won't rip that, honey.
If it's not too much. But QB, why your friend giving me too much?
What friend? Kiki, you done turned this to I supposed to be talking about Llips and the murder child, and you done started. Who no, man? This is messy. Who? Diving? That ain't my friend. Nah, diving? I don't know nothing about diving, child. You sit around here causing mayhem and chaos? What's she doing to you now?
Girl, she's talking about me and my man. Like, why is she doing that?
What happened?
She think that me and my man broke up, right? That's the word on the street. So my man hit a panel. He went over there to Jay Wilson.
Oh, Rolex? Wait.
He playing with me.
Which one? You know, there's so many of these straggler ass niggas y'all claim out. Girl, I be forgetting who's is who's now. Rolex is Rolex, Envy. Who is the Don Cato? Who is the other one, honey? Malik, Buster Brown. Girl, they all, girl. So I get them mixed up, Miss Thing, girl. But which one you talking about?
No, I've been with Octavius for a couple of years.
I almost forgot about Octavius, child. Ooh, that's that's real messy. Octavius, you're forgettable. Ooh, forgettable. He ain't made an impact, child. If I can't remember his name. Oh, wait, anyway. No shade, Octavius. Okay, wait. Yeah, it was the Octavius and Kiki Prime show round now. So what happened this time? Why y'all break up this time?
Well, girl, word on the curb, not girl, but word on the curb is that we broke up. But really, we didn't break up, QB. This is an exclusive. Really, we didn't break up. And the girls.
So what y'all? So it was another storyline. Y'all had to get y'all storyline.
No storyline. It was he was fed up and I was fed up, and then we broke up and we got back together. But we didn't want to play with the girls, so we just left it what it was.
Y'all on and off, child. And what Davin got? So Davin tried to push up on him when she thought y'all was.
She all in the chat, like talking about I'm a trashy. Like what? Girl, you're weird.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was just like, who's still her friend?
What you sipping on? Child, you make me want to get a little tipsy up.
I get you some, child. I love mimosa.
Oh, that's what you got, a little mimosa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cute.
I'm a little sassy.
Little daytime sip.
Period.
Well, I'm smoking, so I got the herbal refreshments and you got the drink.
Herbal.
Yeah, come through. Oh, so you say Davin tried to push up on your man and try to call you out?
Oh man, girls. Not girl, but QB. She tried to push up on you.
Davin can't push up on me. That lady far away from me, honey.
But when she bought you them clothes, you remember back in the day?
What? Bought me what? Child, I had a lot of people buy me stuff, so she probably did buy me stuff.
Ooh.
Davin was an instrumental part in the New Kids on the Block and the Renegades channel. So I ain't gonna shame her.
But QB, word
I
on
heard a lot of people
the
about
curb
me.
is that I'm a big trick and I ain't never spent nothing on you. My boo, you was my best friend. Like, I didn't know you was just
Yeah,
my
because you
best
was spending it on other niggas. Like I crazy. You had bigger fish to fry. I was still a small fish, honey. You wasn't finna put your coins and ducats in a small fish fry. You was going after the big catch.
He is so funny, y'all.
Yeah, we know what the tea is.
That's my best.
You weren't for to invest in no small fry child. I was still small fry.
Oh my god. That's oh my god. My god.
You got that old money, honey. So you had to put your shit on some big bets. Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so crazy. Anyway, get back to your commentary. I'm listening. Listen, I'm gonna sit right here and listen. I'm gonna be a good student. I'm listening.
You listening? You here for it?
Yes, I'm here for it. Like, I'm just listening. Come on.
Well, I wanted to get back into the whole situation with Llips, child, because girl, they don't know what actually happened yet because ain't nobody talked to the husband yet. Okay. Ain't nobody heard from him, not the family, not no one from the mukbang community. Girl, they ain't got no insight on what actually happened that night. So now it's just a lot of speculations going around, and people are wondering, could this have happened to his? Could he have did this to his husband? I'm gonna put you backstage, Kiki.
Why you putting me backstage though?
Cause you
I'm co-hosting today.
I'm talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just blew my nose. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Allergies.
Don't put me in the bag.
Oh, the allergies got you, child.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, so yeah. So everybody is just trying to figure out what happened. Like, was this like did they get into some type of altercation? Because they saying that they just celebrated anniversary a month ago. Okay. Now look at this timeline. Celebrated a anniversary a month ago. Then they was just celebrating Production's birthday. And then 2 days later, after the birthday, because I think they say Production's birthday, his husband's birthday was on the 14th. And after 2 days later, this is when early in the morning of the 17th, the police get a call that Llips has been shot. Okay. And they saying allegedly in the stomach. Now they say they arrested the husband on spot. So if he got arrested on spot, that's kind of is. And then they were saying he had a knife too. So he was wielding a knife and he had so I don't know. Now they saying that the husband possibly could have been on some type of drugs or dealing with some type of mental issues. Like, did he snap? Like, what the fuck could have happened there?
Yeah, probably. I think it was a passionate thing,
And knowing that they had been together so long, he said they had got married in 2020, I think he said 2019. So they had been married for like 15 years.
Yeah, QB, we been knowing people on here for a long time and the people are crazy. So I probably he had enough and it's no excuse, but I think that man probably was in a mental other state of mind and he probably hurt his spouse.
And then they say he had already dealt with a stroke as well. So not only did Llips already had to deal with a heart attack and he had a stroke, his husband, Production, had a stroke too. So they was both trying to take care of each other, dealing with their own separate health issues. I know that was a strain. Now some people went over there to the Facebook and was looking at some posts that was over there on Production's page that they found kind of questionable with him saying that he was tired of taking care of sick people. And I'm like, now that's not nothing out of the norm for somebody to vent like that if they in a situation where they're having to take care of somebody that's not mobile and then having to take care of themselves too and the bills. Like, that's not easy. Like, it's not easy. I
Yeah,
can
you're
tell you
right.
from
You're right.
firsthand
Yeah,
experience.
it's
It's
very
not
hard
easy
because even
at
me having
all.
to take care of myself for my whole life, like with no help, yeah, he gets hurt. Yeah, it's not an excuse to hurt somebody else, but yeah, you're right.
No, not at all. But it can become overwhelming and stressful.
Mhm.
And then you can get into those type of moods where words are exchanged, things are said that may hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it may cause, like with two men, it can definitely cause a physical altercation real quick. You see what I'm saying?
it's just sad. Yeah,
So,
and the pressures of their lifestyle. Yeah, it could be a
so
lot.
I don't think, without a shadow of a doubt, that it wasn't no type of altercation. It's just like, and then they were saying that it was a possibility that production wasn't even at the home. He came to the home. So they saying, is that a way where they could say it was premeditated if he came to the home with a weapon?
I
But
don't think
then
that's
too, we don't even know if he came to the home with the weapon or was the weapon already there at the home and they got into some type of tussle. You see what
Wait,
I'm
so
saying?
Lips, hold on. Sagittarius Queen is saying that Lips recorded live in the car. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull that up. I got that. I did want to show that. Hold on, let
He
me pull it up.
did? Oh, wow.
He did. Hold on, let me find it because that I showed had that. Oh, good. Who said that? You was right on,
That was
honey.
Sagittarius Queen.
Yes, come through Sagittarius Queen because I sure got that queued up. Hold on, here it
Oh,
is right here. I'm gonna play it. Yep, this is when they was in the car and he was saying something about him putting his hands on him. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Give me 1 second, y'all. And it's kind of okay. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, let me see if it'll play.
I'm gonna do that too, right? Yeah. What Bruno at? Where you at, Bruno? Where at? Hold up, y'all. We in Clayton County. We almost in Tupelo.
Can y'all hear that?
Your phone ring again. Your phone ring. Your phone ring. What? Get the phone, baby. Get the phone. Get the phone. Since you convinced our friends that they need to be friends with that some of them didn't need to be friends with me because I was ashamed of who I am. I'm not saying who I am. I'm not saying who I am. Hold on, this right. And ain't something against mom. Ain't something against something. Mother, beautiful. Sorry, baby Belly Bob. Oh, sorry, baby Belly Bob. I'm sorry. He told you in Nashville. So you already knew anyway. Sorry, baby Belly Bob. What's left of our YouTube channel and put the pictures up where you've been beating me all this time. Right? Right? I'm gonna do that too, right? Yeah. What Bruno at? Where you at, Bruno? Where at? Hold up, y'all. We in Clayton County. We almost in Tupelo. Your phone ring again. Your phone ring. Your phone ring. What? Get the phone, baby. Get the phone. Get the phone. Since you convinced our friends that they need to be friends with that some of them didn't need to be friends with me because I was ashamed of who I am. I'm not saying who I am. I'm not saying who I am. Hold on, this right. And ain't something against mom. Ain't something against something. Mother, beautiful. Sorry, baby Belly Bob. Oh, sorry, baby Belly Bob. I'm sorry. He told you in Nashville. So you already knew anyway. Sorry, baby Belly Bob.
Wow, y'all heard it right there.
What's left of our YouTube channel and put the pictures up where you've been beating me all this time. Right? Right?
So he told it right there. He said, I'm gonna put up the pictures. Should I put up the pictures of you beating me all the time? So a lot of people was trying to make it seem like that Lips was the aggressor in the relationship, but from that recording, it seems as if they both may have been abusive to each other. Now that's what the sister was saying. The sister had said, yeah, they both was toxic to one another. I told them that it could possibly end like this, but I would never imagine that it would end like this.
Sagittarius Queen says that he's talking about abuse, stolen money, cheating, and HIV.
Yeah, they mentioned the abuse. They mentioned something about he was trying to run off. That production was trying to run off with some monies with another guy. He had been accused of cheating. Like it was a lie.
Oh, it's a lot, QB.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So right now we still don't know like what happened that night. We just still in the blue.
It was a lot. But at the end of the day, I don't think the spouse meant to unalive him. I think it happened, and sometimes we go too far. Like
accidental type situation.
Yeah.
Wow. Sometimes you need to just walk away, honey. You got to be able to walk away, but your emotions and your feelings and that adrenaline be rushing, and you never know. Like, and then when you got weapons in the home, like, and have access, that's what makes it really.
That's too much.
Yeah, when you got weapons so readily available in the home. Now we don't know if the weapon was there at the home or did production bring the weapon there. That's still even a question.
Brought the weapon, QB. I think it was there, and I don't. People be bluffing like, I got this piece. You know what I'm saying? Get in my face. I got this piece, and you don't realize. Like, I'm glad. That's why I'm glad that.
Oof.
Because.
I just hope they find out what actually happened, because the mukbanging community is definitely heartbroken over this.
They're heartbroken because my homegirl PE is like posting. I'm like, I don't know this dude. She posted on all platforms, like, and I feel bad for him. I don't know him though. It's like if in the beef sector, if something happened to my QB, like, oh my God, we don't really talk at all anymore. But I still got
first time I'm talking in a long time.
No, and I still got like heavy love for you, and I got love for Fly Babe. Like, if something happened to you, like, okay,
I wouldn't want these bitches to know about it. Girl, bye.
We don't want to.
I wouldn't want none of these. If anything happened to me, I don't want these bitches to know about it. You want to spin a narrative on me,
But I know that. Well, let me just say personally, I thank you guys for my support when I was going through what I was going through, especially Fly Babe. Both of y'all niggas came out here very funny as shit. But it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you know me. QB.
I know you glad you passed all that shit.
Yes, and I didn't do none of that shit, and it was crazy. And I know I didn't.
Wait, what?
Q.
Well, when you went to the court, when you had to go to the courthouse,
none of the shit I was accused of. I didn't do.
You was popping out at the courthouse. Why you popping out at the courthouse like Nancy Drew? You was busting. You had the polka dots and the pencil skirts and the handbags. You had your briefcase. Why was you busting? You was like, bitch, you want to go to court, bitch? Let's go to court.
Let's go to court. But I wasn't in no Baker Man shoes. We gotta have Fly Babe on this line.
You got the Crocs. You just showed the Crocs. You just showed the Crocs.
Me. Hold on, let me get my Croc off. Hold on.
Yeah,
was certified. Okay,
them the Baker Man shoes right there, honey.
Period. I got a teenager, so I knew how to dress. I knew how to dress.
Okay? Yes, ma'am.
But it was so crazy. Is this still called?
But I'm glad all that shit is behind you. Like,
I'm so glad it's behind me, and I'm so glad that I have the lawyer that I have. She's still on. She's there.
Oh, you still got on retainer?
Oh yes, she's still there. So that's why
Oh.
I don't even want to say that name, but I love the way you say it. Don't fuck with me because that's the prosecutor over there.
Oh, blue.
Ooh,
Well,
what you
you ain't
say?
got to deal with none of that shit no more. That's water under the bridge at this point,
No, no,
right?
never put more on me. Come on, Kiki. That Okay, you don't know
But
me.
I can understand why you would have to go through them, such extreme
It
lengths
was
because
it was
y'all was
well
in
worth
like,
the money. It was well worth the money because that bitch knows not to fuck with me anymore.
it got really weird, and the fact that y'all live so close together,
And the
like that was
lies,
even weirder.
QB, you of all
How
people
did
know
y'all
that I
even manage that? How y'all even manage that? So
you
like,
QB, you of all people know that I work way too far away from home than to be home stalking anybody. You know that, and I was too much trying to be a bad bitch than worry about some cheering. I'm trying to worry about some niggas, and it was crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, but it was crazy. Like, don't ever put that jacket on me. Like, girl, stop. So that's just what she does.
mm, well, good thing you done with all that bullshit. You can move
Yeah.
on, try to keep things going with your man, honey, Octavians, because the girls is on him, honey. Oh, why they trying to get your man, child?
Because the word on the street is we not together.
But y'all know now, exclusive, that baby, y'all just could wish and dream. What had happened?
If they
Oh.
don't watch your channel, then they don't need to know.
Child, I feel like I need to start up a new live. I need to just go ahead and start up my new live, honey, and go ahead and get into the beef sector shit, because this seems like where it's going, child.
No, you're better than that. I've
Yeah.
always told you that.
Cause honey, I don't want to mix the. I don't want to really mix the two. I want to keep like this separate with the lips thing,
Yeah.
and yeah. And I had already told the girls that I was gonna come back on. So girl, I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and
Yeah, I'm gonna go cruise around the streets and you know.
All righty, love. Well, I'll check back in with you.
Okay, love you.
All right. Talk to you later,
I
boo.
said love you.
Love you too, boo.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I'm coming right back, child, cause we was talking about lips, and then we got all over into some other stuff, child. So yeah, honey, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back because I want to like keep this separate with the lip stuff. I don't really want to like mix the two. So yeah, what happened? Is y'all game? Is y'all game? Cause I'm definitely gonna switch
I
it up,
am
honey.
gladly.
I'm gonna switch it up right quick. Cause girl, we do gotta talk about some things. And Kiki just done stirred it up. And she said, what happened with what? What happened with you and Ken, Kiki? Ooh, y'all want to ask Kiki some more questions? Oh, where Kiki go? Did she leave yet? Ooh. The girl said we got more questions. Word on the street, she said he packing sisters trying to find out since you said you can't hang with it. What? Hang with what? Oh, wait. Oh, you talking about Octavius? Some stuff Octavius done said? Ooh, Laura, y'all girls got the tea, honey, today. What's really good at that? Oh. So yeah, as far as what we know in conclusion with the whole baby, we still don't know what happened to Lips. Okay. We don't know exactly what happened that night. We still have yet to hear from the husband, but we do know he is currently incarcerated, and it's a possibility that it could have been an accidental shooting. It could have been that it wasn't meant to happen, but who knows until we hear from him. So I'm gonna just keep my eyes peeled, and if I get anything new, if I hear anything new, I'll try to bring it to you guys. If you haven't already heard or seen it or caught it, and we'll just wait to hear what really happened, because it's so sad with somebody who has such a bubbly personality and an infectious personality with so much talent. would be just, taken up out of here like that, considering all the all the stuff that he went through before, with his mobility and his health. Like he had came through a lot of obstacles to just be like just taken out of here. Like it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. So I hope that Llips does get justice if this was something that was heinously done to him. Because child, they don't know if it was actually the husband that did it. Did somebody else was sent there to do something? It's just so many questions surrounding this whole thing. So for right now, we just gonna, keep him and his family in our prayers and just see what happens. Like I said, the sister right now, she don't really know what actually happened. She waiting to hear from the courts and waiting for trial to see what had happened. So she don't even know. Only thing she said was that they definitely had a toxic relationship. Their relationship was definitely toxic. Both of them was, doing stuff. She say Llips was a stern set, was very much a stern set. And yeah, she said he was very particular. Now I did notice on a lot of those videos of him and his partner eating and doing the mukbangs together that the husband was always kind of like looking at Llips as if he was looking at Llips for some type of direction. Now, I did see the videos, I guess, after he had experienced the stroke, and you could clearly see that his speech was a little off and things like that. And people were saying that it agitated him a lot of times. It made him a lot irritable and confrontational with having to deal with that, talking about the husband production. And a lot of people saying now that they look back, they kind of see a lot of tension and maybe some sideways jealousy. And for me, I really didn't pick up on that. I picked up on more so he was looking at Llips as more so looking at him like more of like direction or instructions, or he was uncertain. You could tell he really wasn't as comfortable being in the camera as Llips was. And Llips was the main attraction. So, it's kind of hard to sit by a person with such a bubbly and explosive personality and you kind of like timid and you just sit there and, have that same energy. So I don't know if people was picking up on that and saying that because of how timid he was kind of looking. Like he was engaging and doing the little stuff, with him, but it was like more so Llips was the main personality of the whole thing. So yeah, so people were saying maybe he was jealous, and then the fact that the money that was supposed to been, he was trying to steal the money. They alluding that maybe he was on some type of hard drugs, and he done had previous arrests, so he has a rap sheet that's out there and mugshots that's already out there for other crimes. So wow, it's really a lot. But what I really want people to understand is that this really shows you that domestic violence happen in all type of relationships, no matter the gender or the sexuality of the individual. And we all need to be mindful of that. And just, if we see those type of things with our family and friends, that sometimes it's okay to like pry in, and people be like, well, don't be in my business. You don't need to be in my business. Yeah, sometimes people do need to be in your motherfucking business. Sometimes people do need to step in and try to intervene and be like, what's going on here? Y'all got something going on that y'all need to get fixed? Because it can happen. So where you have these type of tragic situations, and then it's like, could it have been prevented if someone would have tried to step in? So I mean, I know it ain't always the smartest or safest thing to do with trying to intervene in somebody else's relationship, But when you see things and hear things like that going on, you better keep your eyes and ears open because you never know what may be a brewing. And it looks like a lot of stuff that they may have been dealing with, a lot of people that wasn't aware of it. And now it's like, it's a lot of questions now because you have one gone that you can't get no answers from, and you have one that's here that's not giving you no answers as to what has happened. So, domestic violence happens in all type of situations, and so it's sometimes best to either try to find a way to diffuse it. Be the one if you find yourself in that type of situation, or something is a brewing to where it may be like physical, turn into a physical altercation where words is not really helping, then be the person to say, look, I'm just going to back away. I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to keep engaging. I'm not going to egg this on. I'm not going to antagonize the person because you never know like how person may be that day, like what type of mental state they in. Like everybody has their breaking point. Everyone has a breaking point. Everybody, may snap out sometimes. So if you can help the situation, whether you're right or wrong in the situation, and you have that chance to have that split moment to think, the best thing to do is think about just escaping the situation and trying to let some time and space kind of pour down all that negative energy that can end up being explosive and tragic. Like it's really real. And if somebody is putting their hands on you and like constantly like abusing you, then you should be trying to find a way to get out of that situation because it's not gonna end well. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on that, honey. But I appreciate y'all passing through, honey. I'm coming back, child, because I want to get into some other tea, girl. I'm ready to run my mouth some more, child. So yeah, girl. Give me a hot little 20 minutes, child. I'm finna go on Kiki done brought this liquor spirit over here, child. So Kiki done brought this, she done brought that liquor spirit over here, honey. So now I'm finna go make me a cocktail and then we gonna come back, child, and get into some beef sector street shit, child, right quick, child. And yeah, girl, we gonna Kiki this Friday. Okay, because I got a little time today, renegades. Come through. And thank you to anybody who added to the goal today. Gang. Thank you, boo. You say, have you seen the videos out there when they was fighting in the car? Llips was so violent he actually hit. No, where that video at? You got the link? I didn't see that one. You gotta send it to me, boo. The only one that I just seen was the one when he was saying in the car, like, do you want me to put up the videos and pictures of you beating on me? So that clearly lets us know that they definitely had to been both physical with one another, because ain't no man, I'm gonna tell you, as a man, you don't care. Like if a motherfucker hit you, you gonna hit them back. So I don't have no doubt in my mind that both of them was probably putting their hands on one another. It was just who had more the advantage than the other. And a lot of people are saying because production is way smaller than Llips, that perhaps Llips had the upper hand over production, and then others are saying no, Llips was the one that had the mobility issues and was once upon a time in the wheelchair, so ain't no way he was the one that was the aggressor or the one with the upper hand, because he had mobility issues. And then you have people on the other hand saying, yeah, that was the reason why production was able to get over on him, because of his mobility issues. So, girl, it's a lot. It is truly a lot. Okay, it's truly a lot. So yeah, I just hope they really find out what happened so that his people and his family could, because his sister was very hurt to know that her brother had passed away in that hospital and was sitting, and I'm just like, how, that's the part that I'm still confused about. And that's the part that's still like, I'm still confused about that part. Like, how was he able to sit up in a hospital for 6 days and nobody be because she said that they had to look through through Facebook and the first Joneses first Joneses or something last night. She said that they seen that was the number or contact information that they used to contact them with. And I'm like, that seems kind of strange. Like, wouldn't it be something on your medical records or what have you of any emergency contact information? Was he not able to communicate to the people there at the hospital? Like, was he in a state where he wasn't able to communicate? Because I'm not understanding how was it that he was able to be in the hospital for over 6 days and his family was never contacted. That's just weird. I still don't understand that part. But that's what she said. That's what the sister said. So I don't know. You say now how you talking about Kiki? Oh Lord Jesus. She said now her drunk done hit another link. Kiki doing her tour. She doing a little spring bling. You say it's on Truth Hurts commentary. Okay. Lord have mercy, T. Daniel. Ooh. Wait, I'm gonna come back, y'all, so we can Kiki. I'm gonna come back. So yeah, I just hope that if you find yourself, and I'm just, speaking in general and to the public, if you find yourself in a type of situation like an altercation where a loved one, a spouse, a partner, and it seems to be going south, just try to be the one to use the common sense and just walk away. Okay? Just walk away. No matter what the situation may be, what it may be surrounding, who is involved, try to walk away from the situation so it won't escalate to something tragic as this. Because I know being with somebody and like loving on them, it can't be easy. Like, let's just, and even if, and I'm kind of thinking too, it's probably was, for me, looking at the stuff that we know now, I'm looking at it like it could have been accidental. It could have been something that accidentally happened. And he probably just so fucking tore up that he probably did something like this if this was what actually had happened, allegedly. Okay, all of this is allegedly. But I know, like, he probably just tore up. He probably don't even want to be here at this point, knowing that he done took the life of somebody that he was the plan to spend the rest of his life with. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever they had got into or what have you, or what the situation was surrounding, I know this cannot be something that he's easily just being able to live with in that jail cell. So, child, hopefully we'll find out what actually happened so that Llips could rest in peace. And I know the sister was saying that they're gonna do a balloon release, a public balloon release, somewhere in Atlanta, because they was based in Atlanta. So she said they was gonna do that. And at the time when she was doing her interview, she was telling them that they was waiting to retrieve his body. He wasn't gonna have a funeral. He wanted to be cremated, but they were planning on doing a balloon release for the public. So I guess if you're in that area, you want to try to see and be a part of that, then just keep your ears open for more details on that. And if I find out something, I'll definitely let the people know as well. But I'll be back, Renegades. Give me a few moments. Give me a few moments, honey. And I'll be back so we can get into some more stuff, child. So, yeah. Rest in peace to Llips, honey. And I'll see y'all in a minute. Gang, gang. You tired, I'm tired.